This is the solution video for section 6.3, problem number 8. Find the xy equation of the curve through negative 1, 4, whose slope at any point is half the square root of the y coordinate. All right, so we want to find the xy equation, right? So find an equation through this point. So remember that means like x is negative 1, y is 4, whose slope at any point. So remember, slope is the derivative. So that means that the derivative dy dx is what? It says half, so 1/2, the square root of the y coordinate, so half of root y. That's the differential equation. So now we want to solve that. All right, so first step to solve this differential equation is to separate the variables. So I am going to multiply by dx, and I'm going to divide by root y. So dy over root y equals 1/2 dx. All right, so now after we separate the variables, we're ready to integrate. Okay, so how do I integrate the left side? I have to remember that dy over the square root of y is y to the negative 1/2 dy equals the integral of 1/2 dx. All right, on the left side, integral of y to the negative 1/2. I'm going to add 1 to the power, so it becomes y to the positive 1/2, and then I'm going to divide by 1/2. All right, equals integral of 1/2 dx. That's just 1/2 x, and then of course plus c. All right, so now I'm going to use the fact that x is negative 1 and y is 4. So I'm going to rewrite that as 2 times y to the 1/2. So 2 times 4 to the 1/2 equals half of negative 1 plus c. All right, and so I want to solve for c. So I get 2 times 4 to the 1/2. 4 to the 1/2 means the square root of 4, so that's 2. 2 times 2 is 4 equals negative 1/2 plus c. So now I'm going to add negative 1/2 to both sides. So I'm going to add 1/2 to both sides, sorry. And so I get that c is 4.5, or c is 9 halves. All right, and so that means 2y to the 1/2 equals 1/2 x plus 9 halves. And I believe the version I have is 4 root y is equal to x plus 9, something like that. All right.